My name is Ebony Simmons, adoptive mom of Glenn Brooks. This is Glenn Brooks. This is my husband, Jerome Simmons. Glenn received physical therapy services and speech services here at Easter Seal. It has been such a huge blessing for us. We have been seeing so much progress in Glenn's health since we have been receiving these services here. He was getting speech therapy here. We just kind of stopped it due to a change in our schedule about maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks maybe. But he has been doing great with both.
I've seen significant progress over the 5 months. I know the therapist has a lot of different equipment, being the treadmill, the bikes, the walker that he pushes through the hallway. And he's always motivated, always excited when he's here, always trying really, really hard. So there has been significant improvement in his progress since he started here, for sure.
Yes. Even with him being able to kind of hold his weight a little bit to sit up, he's always had not been so strong in his core area, but now we're starting to see him be more motivated to want to sit in his independent chair home. So we're seeing a lot of that since he's been having services here.
Anytime I'm at a therapy session and I'm witnessing the progress, it gives me so much joy, to see where he started from, the limited, mobility, and to just see that, continuously improve over time. And I know it's a long road, to get him to where he's, really, functioning, at a level that, we'd be comfortable with. But just the progress and his motivation is just exciting for me.
What motivates me is just seeing where he came from and seeing the progress that he has made in such short time. This is something that we've been really wishing and hoping for, and now it's almost like a dream coming true.
My interactions with the physical therapist has been positive. At all times, she's a great partner, and she listens to our concerns, and we listen to her recommendations, and kind of looking at the strategies that she put in place and the different things that she do with them, and we try to take that back home with us. But she's a great professional. Yeah, we're really happy with the support that we're getting from her.
Any concerns that I have, she's definitely willing to jump in and try to find a solution. She also takes my concerns to his school as well. So she works with his therapist at school. If I have any type of questions about his equipment, she reach out to the National Mobility Clinic. So it's been great. She's been that support for us, and she educates us on what Glenn needs. She always have him in her best interest.
I would encourage parents, if you are lucky enough to have an opportunity to, get the services at Easter Seals, take advantage of them. They have, in my opinion, some of the best equipment around. It's a great facility. You really got to kind of come and see it for yourself. Like, initially I saw the main room that he trained in, and it's loaded with equipment. But then you go across the hall, and there's this other room with mountain climbing, like the little climbing equipment, and it's just so many different things to train so many, different aspects of, physical conditioning. So if you're so, lucky enough to get on the list and be accepted, it's a great thing to take advantage of, for sure.
As a parent, sometimes, you just still a little bit nervous about getting your child the services or trying to figure out, what he may need. But I feel here that the therapists have been really, really helpful with not only letting me know what he needs here at his services, but also recommending things and equipment that he can use at home and also at school, just letting the school know, well, this is what we've been working with here. I know you guys do things this way, but this is what we find does well for Glenn at therapy services outside of school. And for like, even with Glenn, he loves to ride the bike here. So she pushes him to his limits. So some days he come in, straight from school, and he's not as motivated. But she lets him know, like, here's the bike, you like the bike, or here's the bubbles. If we can get through this, you can do the bubble. And all the Glenn energy comes, and he's ready to work, and he get rewarded at the end of his session. So that's really motivating to him. And I like that she does that for him. She let him know that there is a reward at the end, and that makes him push through it and make him reach, strive for more.
The therapist here, she's able to read Glenn really well. And so she knows, on any given day, if he comes in, if there's maybe a lack of interest in this activity and more interest in this activity, she's really good with being flexible and switching that up so that he can get the most out of his, training session time for that day. They're really good with that. We're very appreciative of the services that Easter Seal provide for Glenn. And again, if any prospective foster or adoptive parents have the opportunity to experience these services, I would suggest taking.
And I would say just the overall support, we really appreciate everything we're getting, from Easter Seal that helps us to provide what Glenn needs. Like I said before, they always have his best interest at heart, and we really appreciate that. And that is the type of services that we're looking for.